Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. We are finally talking about the recent Scentsy updates that Heidi and Orville updated all consultants on, as well as more top leaders deciding to leave.
And,
more drama.
We're gonna talk all about it and get right the fuck into it. But first, we need the disclaimer. If you are not familiar with Scentsy, Scentsy is what is called an MLM, also known as a multi-level marketing company, network marketing company, social selling company, party plan company. Some would even refer to this type of business as a pyramid scheme.
Oh, dare they?
And that is because they do run off of a recruitment-based business model, meaning the more people they recruit onto their teams, the more money they make. These types of businesses do have products that they sell, and the products that Scentsy sells is, you may have guessed by the name, scented products. Their flagship product was the wax and warmers. So if you remember, or if you know of the warmers with the bulbs that have a dish on top and melt the wax for you for your space to smell a certain type of way, they have since expanded into multiple different scent delivery systems, as they call it, including cleaning products, children's products like scented stuffed animals, laundry products, and they did recently release a wicked candle, which really didn't go over well with a lot of consultants because of the fact that it had a flame, and Scentsy was launched as a wickless alternative, a safe alternative to candles. That's something important to keep in mind because we are going to bring that candle catastrophe back up a little later in this video. But right now, what we're going to do is react to Heidi and Orville giving some updates on the Facebook Scentsy consultant page. It's a short video, but it is important that we talk about it.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for jumping on today. We want to share a few important updates that are all about making it easier for people to say yes to Scentsy and helping you grow your business. First, changes to Scentsy.com.
Look at them. They're actually filming in front of the backdrop meant to film in front of. What a concept. They just seem so stoic and scripted through this whole thing. I did already watch it because I wanted to see what it was about, and it is such a short video, but everything that I have mentioned in other trainings recently or in other end of month lives stands for this video. Something is not okay with Heidi, and Orville is a condescending human being, in my opinion, and allegedly.
We've learned that some customers and new consultants were stopping before finishing their order or enrollment because they were required to choose a consultant too early in the process.
By too early in the process, that means they needed one right off the bat. What she's talking about is people going to Scentsy.com and purchasing Scentsy straight from Scentsy.
So here's what's changing. Customers will no longer be required to choose a consultant before checkout. Instead, they'll be prompted after their order is complete. This helps more people finish their purchase.
For new consultants, they'll still be encouraged to choose a sponsor, but if they're not ready, they can enroll first and choose later.
Why has it always been such a big deal then to make sure that they're attached to a consultant? This, in my head, goes more in line with the pancake theory, the pancake business model theory, where they're still going to be able to recruit, but they're only going to get credit for that first level of people that join. So it's only your direct recruits. So that is where my mind goes with that. So maybe they are going to flip to affiliate and only have that one level of recruiting that you're allowed to make money off of, which still puts them in a scammy multi-level marketing position, in my opinion. I would much rather them just be like, hey, we're affiliate, we're going big box stores, we're going Amazon, we're doing this, whatever, over any kind of MLM business model. Now, as far as putting the consultant, attaching your consultant to your order at the end of your order, I'm curious, are they allowed to complete the entire order and it is entered into the system? And if you don't choose a consultant, it doesn't matter. Is that how it's going? And if that's the case, where is that commission money going? Is it directly going up to Scentsy's corporate office, or is it going into other consultant bonuses?
Where does it go?
These changes remove barriers to help more people complete their order or sign up. So what is not changing?
So they can still order, right? That's what they want people to do. And they still want people to join if they're still going to be affiliate, because ideally in an affiliate world, it's like back in the day, I've brought this up before, back in the day when like new bands and things, they would have what we called street teams.
You got to pay producers for tracks. You got to press up your CDs. You got to get your street team together.
And you were supposed to talk about the bands and get people to come to their shows and do all of those things. That's what the affiliates will be for Scentsy, just getting the word out, marketing. Affiliate programs are about marketing. They're never about recruiting. So cool. But again, that's why I'm thinking that not having to attach your order to a consultant and being able to join without being attached to a consultant, I just think those two things are perfectly lined up to make that switch flip just a little easier.
Consultants will still earn PRV and commissions on every order through their PWS. Anyone who enrolls through your PWS is still on your team. Our auto-assign system still works the same way.
Orders without a consultant connection won't disappear. The commissions from those orders will be reinvested back into things that benefit all consultants, like incentives, events, and system improvements.
What, ma'am? Do they get a vote on this? Do they get a vote on where their commissions are going? On where the commissions to all of these orders that are not going to be attached to consultants go? This is diabolical. And the fact that more Scentsy consultants are not leaving is what's blowing my mind. But again, I get it. If you didn't know, I was in Scentsy for about 4 years. It's why I love to cover them so much and talk about what they're doing to people so much, because, hi, been there. And when I was in, I wasn't hearing what people were saying. But this, it just feels so different. It feels like it's right in front of their faces. The writing is on the wall. How are you not seeing it? Are they promising you something behind the scenes that we don't know about? It's mind-blowing. There are no words as to how we think this is okay. It's okay. Just take my money and put it toward your business building that's going to benefit all consultants. Sure. Yeah. Because we believe that at this point. Yeah. Especially after you have gone against the principles of why you even started this business.
Bottom line, more completed orders and enrollments help everyone. More details and a full FAQ will be posted to your workstation on Monday, so you can relax through the weekend.
Okay, next up, we're going to talk about the January incentive point bonuses.
I'm excited about this.
I know. There are 2 big opportunities this month. If you earn at least 250 PRV in January, you'll earn bonus incentive points. In the US and Canada, 1.5, so 1.5 points for every PRV, including your first 250. Mexico, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand, 2 points for every PRV, including your first 250.
Now the catch is, you only get the bonus after hitting 250 PRV. But once you do, all your PRV is counted at 1.5 points. Now the second bonus, and this one is huge, for every new consultant who joins your frontline and goes active in January, you earn 1,000 bonus incentive points.
Woohoo!
Not a lot of time.
You have 21 days left. Stay active, recruit. This can make a big difference towards Mexico or SFR. All details will be in your workstation news on Monday.
Now, in my opinion,
It's giving, we're struggling and we're finding ways to get more money in our pockets and not have to pay out the consultants. This is what it's giving, because that's what they're finding workarounds to not have to pay out commissions. If you don't have to attach yourself as a consultant to another consultant, that's less commissions, that's less team bonuses. If you don't have to attach your order to a consultant, that's 0 commissions. No commissions are paid out to anybody. So all of that money goes straight to Scentsy corporate. Take the blinders off, please. Start being a little bit more open-minded if you are in Scentsy, relying on this income in any way, shape, or form. If you're a top leader, chances are you rely on it for at least one bill. The day is coming.
At least as far as I can see.
This is what Body did. These are steps that Body took before they flipped to affiliate and fucked over all of their partners after they said they would never do that to them.
I think I've seen this before.
But don't wait till then to reach out. Now finally, we have a very exciting starter kit enhancement. We're making it easier and more fun to sponsor and to join. From January 12th through February 28th, new consultants can join with a $49 mystery starter kit.
Ooh, mystery.
Didn't LuLaRoe try this?
They sure did. And I think we all remember how that turned out.
Yay! We get to get rid of the things that nobody likes, like the scent Blessings.
Ew, gross.
Nobody liked it. No, I'm sorry. You can sit here and tell me you loved Blessings because it was so sentimental and beautiful, but it smelled like shit. That's literally like the stuff you're going to be getting in your mystery box. Ugly ass warmers and stinky bars of wax. And maybe a stinky candle.
Allegedly.
Each kit includes about $200 worth of Scentsy products, plus a fragrance tester set, 3 $20 digital coupons for $100 plus orders on the PWS, and they won't know exactly what's inside until they open it, which makes it exciting.
So, okay, here's a question. If you have those $100 coupons for the PWS, do they have to order off of your PWS? Do they have to order connected to you? Or can they use that coupon on Scentsy's website and not attach it to any consultant?
Now, we have to apologize. Those are in US dollars.
Yeah.
The equivalent in your market.
Oh, so that's telling me that this announcement was super rushed. This whole thing was super rushed because you don't even have the pricing for your other regions. Interesting.
But I think you're used to that. Sorry that we can't personalize everything as we go. Now, this is perfect for Scentsy lovers who want a great deal to get started. Encourage unboxing videos. They create energy and interest. They're available while supplies last. We better have enough.
We better have enough shitty product to not sell out of this.
Was that just false, like, get them going now because it might, is that false scarcity?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, so you're admitting that you use the false sense of urgency. You're admitting it. Did you just admit that? I don't know.
The contents might, okay, we're not going to run out.
And the contents everybody might get different boxes.
That's right. And
so,
how about this? The best mystery products will be packed first, so you don't want to wait.
okay.
Best is subjective.
So
Full details will also be posted Monday.
yeah.
So crazy. He's just admitting like this is shitty products. So the best of the mystery products are going to go first, and then the rest are going to be even shittier.
Allegedly.
So that's it for today. These quick, short announcements. These updates are all about removing barriers, creating momentum, and helping you grow. Every order matters. Every new consultant matters. And when more people say yes to Scentsy, we all win. Love you.
Hey, by the way, we love Xcaret, the Riviera Maya. We want you to come. So
Yes.
do what you can. We can't wait to party in Mexico with you. Take care. We love
Love
you.
you.
See you at World Tour.
Of course you want them to party in Mexico with you because that means they're going to spend more money. This is interesting. I'm really seeing the shifts they're making as somebody who's just been following for years and years because I was in watching it happen. I saw the spike in 2020 and after that it's just been... There's a couple of other things I want to talk about before ending this video. I've decided that there's just so much going on in Scentsy and I want to cover it as much as possible, but there's such little bits and pieces of different things coming in all the time. So I think what I'm just going to start doing is creating a Mod Podge video of everything that's happening to keep us up to date and just give us a little update on where we're at with Scentsy. Now, what I'm going to do is I have a video from a consultant who is toying with the idea of maybe leaving after these announcements. And then I have some others that have decided to leave and or step down from their leadership role within Scentsy. They're both short pieces. I'll have chapters in the video for you so you can skip around to where you want to go. Now we're going to talk about the consultant who is toying with the idea of potentially leaving. He's not sure what he wants to do from here after these announcements have come out. He's working through it on a video and I love him for that because this is real. This is what the consultants, a lot of them are dealing with. If they have been in for a while and they have a team, they are making a legitimate amount of money if they have climbed to the top of the alleged pyramid. The unfortunate reality for them is that it's not as easy for them to leave because it is still giving them an income right now, and they have to figure out what they're going to do next. Hopefully it's not join another MLM. A lot of them are doing that, unfortunately. Some of them are starting to see the reality of what's happening, and they're trying to scramble and figure out what to do next.
I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure what the future looks like for my Scentsy business. I still absolutely love the products. I use them every day. I love the people I've met very much, whether it's another consultant or my upline or whatever, but also customers, just people I never would have met if it wouldn't have been for Scentsy. I'm just very thankful for those people, but I am giving so much energy and time to this business, and I don't think it's worth what I have been putting in.
That part, he said it out loud. He's seeing it. It is not, sir. If you're watching this, you are absolutely right. Don't let anybody gaslight you. You're valid. This is valid.
So with it being the new year, I have decided to kind of step back a little bit. I will still be a Scentsy consultant. I will probably still post at least daily. But I want like a little less phone time, and just, I know my husband, I talked to him about it, and I was literally thinking about just ripping the Band-Aid off and quitting.
Do it!
But he was just like, let's just let it ride and we will see how things go. He was like, for starters, maybe just don't do as many lives and as many posts as you usually do. I'm choosing to step back. I kind of stepped back anyway last year because I was just really upset about the compensation changing. The bonuses that we would receive, the extra 5% for having 2,000 PRV, I would literally hit that every month. And I would work my ass off to hit it. And that meant, a lot to me. And then they changed it to $2,500. And I'm sorry, but in today's world, an extra $500 in sales for something that is not essential, something that is a luxury, and something that, is considered like self-care, not something that we need, it's not there anymore like it was.
That's such a great point. Raising the PRV to get your bonus every month. So it used to be 2,000 PRV, you got your bonus. Like he said, now you have to sell $2,500 of PRV in order to get your sales bonus. Doing that in this climate, in this economy, is fucking moronic. I'm sorry. It's just, what are we doing? Like he said, it is not essential. Nobody needs this. And people are cutting things that they don't need right now because we're all drowning. It doesn't make sense to do this. And then to do it to your consultants who are trying to make it in this business, it's just a kick in the fucking teeth for them.
And I think we all know that. That's everything, honestly. My husband and I have cut back significantly on going out and doing things. On top of that, I do work a full-time job, and my 9-to-5 has gotten significantly busier. We have gone through some changes and some transitions, and I just don't have the extra mentality, I guess, to get off work. I do work from home, but I don't have the mentality to get off work my Scentsy business for an hour or two, and then go hang out with my husband, which I wasn't doing that every day. I haven't hosted a party for a customer in a very long time, probably not counting rewards links or party links for one customer where they just order from the link and get the rewards. An actual party, it's been about a year.
That's so realistic. Finding people to host a party is nearly impossible these days. Nobody wants to do that shit. If you were to go out and ask Scentsy consultants how many parties they have hosted in the entirety of their career, if they are not at the tippity top of the pyramid, they're probably along the lines of this gentleman, maybe one a year, maybe one every 3 years. Nobody does those, but they're insistent on calling themselves a party plan company and saying they're still very heavy into parties. Their consultants are not, so who's gonna tell them?
And that's because the customer came to me. So I don't know, that's just my opinion. People don't really want to party anymore. I personally like have no desire to. If someone invites me to like a Facebook party or something, especially without messaging me first, I will decline it because I just don't want to be a part of it. So I think that's just kind of like the way we're working right now. That's my personal opinion. I know it's kind of still working for some people, but for myself, it is not. So, and I'm just still really salty about them taking away the 5% bonus for sales, monthly sales bonus. See, I only earned it like a few times last year.
You should be salty. It's like they're punishing you because they're struggling. It's not your fault. It's their fault.
That's just my opinion.
They should have never done this shit in the first place.
Like 3 or 4 times last year because I just did not work my business like I used to, because I was just like, I wasn't giving up and I wasn't saying like, there's no way I'm going to hit 2,500. I just did not want to put my time and energy into that and just be exhausted. Like I'm not going to do that. I have to live a life and, you know, enjoy my life.
Amen. Amen. Good for him. I wish more people were like this that have joined MLMs. Just listen to what he's saying. This is the reality of what you need to be thinking about.
Like sales are down in general. I know I kind of just mentioned that, but I kind of have my income pay statements open from previous years, and in my highest income year with Scentsy, which was 2021, I earned, and this does not count incentive trips, incentives, anything like that, I earned $21,754.88. That's crazy to me. That, like, I still don't believe that I earned that from, that's like legit a part-time job.
That 2021 was a huge year for Scentsy. That was right when they were spiking with recruits and selling because of COVID. So I think a lot of people saw a lot of success in that year and they thought that's how it was going to be every year. And now they're seeing 5 years later, there's no growth. There's just descent.
I'm proud of myself. That's really nice that I was able to do that. But yeah, that's really cool. My highest income, and the income disclosure is in the comments. This was back when I had about a team of 50. Now I have a team of like 13 maybe, and that's perfectly fine. I do not actively recruit or have joined conversations really.
That's telling. That's very telling and common.
I am like not where I once was, and I don't want anyone else to be in this situation, so why would I recruit? And yeah, that's just my opinion. I'm not going to say I'm unhappy and that I don't like Scentsy anymore, because I still really do, and I am very thankful for the extra income, whether it's $1 or $3,000. I am very thankful for whatever extra income Scentsy offers. We did pay off my car this year, so I do have like Scentsy to thank for that, and just, you know, just in general, I am very thankful for this side hustle. It's always been a side hustle to me. I never had any plans to quit my day job. I could not imagine doing that. I personally don't see how people do it unless they are just magicians at recruiting and having conversations with people to get them to sell the product.
This is a great video, sir. Thank you so much for speaking the truth about being in an MLM. It's not something you can ever securely leave your job over. Ever. There's no security there. Like he said, he can't imagine leaving because there's no security in an MLM. You have to be able to recruit and sell consistently. Heavy on the recruit.
I have some notes, so I am not going to earn the annual sales excellence bonus for the first time ever since I joined in 2020. I have earned annual sales every year for 5 years straight. This year, I will not earn the annual sales excellence.
It sounds like he just kind of gave up after they made those first announcements. Again, rightfully so. They are punishing consultants, and you'll see how Orville words things to make it feel like these consultants are being punished for their downfall.
And that's a bummer, but like I say, after the bonus, the 5% was taken away for PRV, I just did not work my business as hard. I know I've already mentioned that, but that's just really important to, let you know. yeah, I'm not going to earn it. I am probably 11,000 PRV away, which, you know, some people might say, like, never give up. You have until April 30th. I'm not going to bust my ass, like, until April 30th to sell $3,000 a month when January is a J month. J months are hard. We just had Christmas, and I know a lot of people are not trying to spend money this month.
Good for you. Thank you for being so aware of the world. Thank you.
I'm not, you know, wearing myself out trying to earn this $1,000 bonus. So it's not going to make or break me, to be completely honest. It would be very nice, especially because we're doing some traveling later this year. But my hope is that I get a decent raise from my day job, and I have been getting some overtime. So that kind of does like balance out the income that was lost from Scentsy.
There you go. Yes.
It just stinks that I'm not going to earn the annual sales excellence award this year. I did talk to my husband about it, and like I say, he just said, you know, keep doing what you can, and, you know, once it gets to where it's not worth it anymore, you know, in terms of selling and, you know, earning an income, like if we're spending more than we make, which I've never done, to be completely honest, which is great, but if we're like, if it's just completely not worth it anymore and we're bringing in like pennies, I would go back to being a customer, because at that point it's just truly not worth it anymore. So I'm thankful for the tax write-offs. I have cut back on a lot of things. I do still send like happy mail and have like, you know, little things for my customers, especially locals, but I definitely have cut back quite a bit on things that I purchased for my business, because it's just not what it was. So what's the point in, you know, going hardcore and spending a bunch of money, because it's just not worth it. So, but I just had to pop on and let you know where I stand with Scentsy. In the back of my mind, I do wonder if they're going to go affiliate or change up the business model. Who knows? For now, I'm just, like my husband said, let it ride, like, see what happens, keep doing what I can with my business, and like, but also taking care of myself, taking care of my mental health, physical health. That is priority. And then also, like, you know, taking care of my loved ones, my family, and my dog. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. That's just kind of where I stand with Scentsy, in my opinion, and whatnot.
I'm going to link his video in the comments. That's not for any kind of hate. I don't think anybody would do that in this situation. I sure hope not. But please don't do that. If you go and page through the comments on his video, there are quite a few people agreeing, thinking that Scentsy is flipping to affiliate, whether they are in Scentsy or not. And a lot of them are still in Scentsy, thinking this is happening. Definitely not a Debbie Downer. I feel like a lot of times in MLMs, when people are talking through their struggles within the MLM, they will be told that they are being negative and they're being a Debbie Downer. And that's not the case. This isn't negativity. This is reality. This is how his business is playing out. This is how a lot of consultants' businesses are playing out, not even just him. These consultants are having to deal with these realistic things, and they're not able to go to the directors group or to their sponsor or to another consultant friend and talk to them about it, because immediately, a lot of the times, they're met with,
oh, you're just being negative. You have to be positive and then you'll find success.
and that's not the case. Like, things are happening within Scentsy behind the scenes, and you guys should be concerned, and you should be taking steps to figure out what's next. And if you're staying with Scentsy, I don't think that was a Debbie Downer type of video at all. I think it was just him working through what's going on with Scentsy and keeping it real with people to show them what's really happening with somebody who was higher up, who did have a large team. 50 people on your team in an MLM is a large team, in my opinion, at least. Now I quickly want to talk about a couple of top leaders that have decided to leave Scentsy and unfortunately join new MLMs. I need you to be warned about this situation because it's very much happening right now. This first one was with Scentsy for 11 years, and she has decided to part ways with Scentsy and join the wellness store. If you're not familiar, that's Melaleuca. They'll tell you they're not an MLM. Yes, Melaleuca, you are an MLM by definition. So she posted on Facebook earlier last week. This news is so difficult to share, but it's a decision that we have been considering for a couple of years now. This huge decision has come after tons of prayer and asking God to lead me on the path that is right for me and my family. Although I will miss Scentsy tremendously, I am trusting and obeying the Lord and closing my business of over 11 years. Are you closing Scentsy down? Oh no, you're not, because it wasn't your business. I've already told all my customers and my incredible team, but if you're reading this and have ever supported my Scentsy business in any way or even allowed me to mentor you, I want you to know how much each and every one of you means to our family. Thank you for all the support and kindness you've shown our family over the years. I can't overexpress the amount of love and gratitude we have for you all. You changed our lives when we needed it in ways you'll never truly understand. Scentsy is an incredible company with incredible owners. It will be missed. Here's to a new journey with God and my family by my side. She has fully left Scentsy, and for whatever reason, I don't know. She's fully left Scentsy. Okay. She has exited. And I'm not saying there's always bad blood when one consultant from Scentsy leaves for another MLM, but usually there's a little tension there. There's not really much communication because, they're joining another MLM. However, Orville left his 2 cents on this post. He said, "Godspeed. Thank you for your years with Scentsy." And she responded and said, "Thank you both again for everything. 2 of my favorite people in the world."
Very interesting.
This again leads me to believe that the superstar directors, who are the people at the top of the pyramid, which is what this individual was, she was a superstar director. I really think they know something because of how easy it's been for them to be vocal about them leaving or stepping back and having the support of Heidi and Orville. That's not something that's usually happening behind the scenes, especially when you're threatened with them potentially taking their team with them to the wellness store, aka Melaleuca. So superstar directors have to sign an NDA once they become a superstar director to attend different events like the weekly meetings or monthly meetings, whatever they have, where only superstar directors are allowed to attend. In these meetings, I do believe that they were made aware of a potential affiliate model happening, which is why it's been so easy for them to exit and be vocal about it. That is my belief. Take it with a grain of salt, but that's what it's looking like after seeing how diabolically insane it was when a top leader would leave and be vocal about it before all of these changes happened. Just my opinion, just my observation. This one didn't leave, but she's stepping back to join a whole new MLM, which again, she is a superstar director who is privy to information that lower level consultants are not privy to. And they are not allowed to say anything because they have signed an NDA. After almost 18 years, I've made a big prayer-filled decision to step down from my leadership role with Scentsy. I'll still be selling the products I love, but I'm no longer building a team or growing the business. Oh, you mean you're an affiliate? You were a superstar director and with the company for 18 years, but now you have voluntarily decided to just be an affiliate. Okay. Scentsy has truly been a blessing for me. It let me stay home with my kids, make great friends, and grow in ways I never expected. I'll always be thankful for that. You might be wondering why or what's next. I've loved skincare since middle school and have tried many products. When I started using Le Brie, I fell in love with the product immediately, borderline obsessed with the result. Then I checked out the compensation plan and I was floored. I've never seen a comp plan this lucrative, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Again, why would she vocally do this? Why would she so publicly do this if Scentsy wasn't eliminating the team building aspect that their compensation plan is built on? Are we seeing it yet? Put the puzzle pieces together, please. One more thing I want to talk about is the superstar consultants who are still drinking the Kool-Aid. This superstar consultant got back from leadership. And when I say got back from leadership, I'm pretty sure she just closed her laptop because it was virtual. She had a quote from Heidi that she shared, and I want to read that to you. "We had our annual leadership conference this past weekend with so many stores and companies closing. It was reaffirmed what I already knew was the best decision I have ever made. To hear Heidi Thompson, one of the co-owners Scentsy say, Scentsy is financially stable, debt-free, privately owned, and founder-led. It's a real brand, not an MLM with a product line. It offers a come as you are and gauge how you prefer flexible income stream. It has an on-trend, fairly priced, high-quality product pipeline, has both innovative and enduring product lines that are unique, consumable, and speak for themselves. Internationally recognized licensed partnerships. It offers a global income opportunity, has millions of customers who need someone to serve them. After almost 15 years, I am more than ever proud to say, come be a part of something great. Let's dissect that verbiage. Heidi said, privately owned and founder-led. Privately owned by Heidi and Orville. Founder-led by who? Are you saying founder-led because Kara and Colette are superstar consultants? They founded Scentsy, just in case anybody needed a reminder. Colette and Kara founded Scentsy. Orville bought it off of Colette and Kara in 2004 at a home show. It's a real brand, not an MLM with a product line. Sure, you're a real brand, but you're still an MLM with a product line until you flip to affiliate. So is that what you're foreshadowing, Heidi? Is that some Easter eggs? Are you pulling a Taylor Swift on us? And then she says it offers a come as you are, engage how you prefer flexible income stream, which would insinuate that you're getting rid of recruiting because you no longer have to worry about it. In my opinion, that's what those words were reading to me when I looked between the lines. Now, one more thing is it appears that they might be having some influence to share this quote because it is getting copied and pasted by other leaders who are at leadership with pictures with Heidi and Orville. Now, I know the words are not the same, but the messages.
One more thing before we go.
That really drives home the theory that Scentsy is flipping to affiliate in a really gross way. This has to do kind of with the solo that they just released, which is the diffuser that they're claiming is better than any other diffuser in the world right now. There are some screenshots that I'm going to share. This is from the Superstar Director Facebook group. Thank you to the individual that sent this my way. One of these superstar directors within this group posted this. They said, I'd like to have an open and honest conversation about the Scentsy Solo. My hope is that this is received as feedback, not negativity. Again, they're always told it's negative when they're questioning something. I felt the recent leadership call did a good job addressing negativity where it truly exists. However, I also believe it may have unintentionally created some hesitation around voicing genuine concerns. My intention with this post is to create awareness and offer real-world feedback, and I hope this space remains a safe one for that. I personally purchased a Scentsy Solo in November, and only one of my Scentsy Club subscribers has done the same so far. She was very hesitant due to the price, but ultimately decided to move forward. Neither of us experienced any issues with pairing the device. However, we've both had the same two concerns. First, surface residue. We've both noticed an oily residue left on tabletop surfaces. I'm confident the nebulizer was screwed in as tight as possible. I've worked around this by placing the Solo at the edge of the table so the mist disperses over the edge, but that's not something I feel comfortable recommending to my customers, especially those with children, pets, or limited space. Correct, because they claimed there was no residue.
Now let me take a trip down memory lane.
Introducing our patent-pending Scentsy Fragrance Cartridge Diffuser Solo, our first compact, waterless, smart diffuser.
The Scentsy Solo uses a calibrated nebulizer, a tiny vibrating disc inside each cartridge, to transform fragrance oil into a dry, microfine mist with no residue.
No residue. No residue.
And this is something I have also been seeing because, as you know, I do research Scentsy a lot for my job, and I have seen these complaints coming up as well. And I will also say that my husband and I purchased Aroma 360, and we have not experienced this issue whatsoever in the past 2 months that we have been using it. 2 months? Probably been a month. 1 month. Second, pricing, specifically in Canada. At $58 Canada, this is a challenging price point. Both of us used our Scentsy Club half-price item to make the purchase. She was disappointed that doing so meant missing out on her whiff box. Yes, she could have purchased it separately, but many customers are being mindful with spending. As we heard earlier in this video, I do worry that this price point may limit accessibility for a large portion of our customer base. I've gone back and forth on whether to use multiple half-price items or host rewards to stock up on cartridges, but realistically, as a single mom of 3, I can't justify investing in inventory for a product that hasn't officially launched yet and where interest feels uncertain. The product itself performs very well, the fragrance throw is excellent, and there are strong selling points. However, the residue issue and price point feel like barriers from many customers. I would genuinely love to hear customer feedback from others who have sold or used the Solo. What are you hearing and what has your experience been? I don't have access to this group. This was sent to me, so I don't know what the other comments were, but Mr. Orville chimed in. He says, I am 100% confident the Solo is the best waterless diffuser on the market at any price. You are correct that we can dial in the residue issue. You're 100% certain, sir, that this is the best one on the market, but you have an issue to dial in?
You've lost all credibility.
Please tell me how the fuck that works. Promptly. I'll be waiting. That is why we soft launched it. The price is well within the price band of these types of products in the marketplace. The return rate and even the customer complaint numbers reported to CS is far below the standard for quality in any retail environment. Sir, it's still not officially launched. So what? If an innovative product that beats competition in quality, price, and effectiveness is not well received by consultants, are you willing to allow us to sell directly to customers to prove our thesis that this is good? What? Who are they selling it to? Aliens? Even if they were aliens, they would still be having to pay, so they would still be customers. Your consultants are still having to pay, so they are also still customers with reviews, with feedback for you. What are we missing? Anyway, there are fixes while we are dialing it in. Consultant support has procedures in place to mitigate any problems we have had reported to us. Here's where it gets really good. The biggest concern we have heard coming out of leadership is that Scentsy is making moves to cut out consultants. If consultants choose not to engage with the products we produce, consultants are quitting us and forcing our hand. We have an obligation to our employees as well. If they make good things you don't want to sell, what would you have us do?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So now, in my opinion, he's confirming that Scentsy is flipping to affiliate and blaming the consultants who are their #1 customers. So he is just destroying Scentsy. Scentsy is falling apart at the seams.
Only allegedly.
And we're going to follow along with Mod Podge Scentsy videos as they come. I hope this wasn't too all over the place. It's a little bit different with all the different things we had to go over. There is more. I have more already lined up for the next Scentsy video that we have to talk about. It's nonstop in Scentsy right now. Get your popcorn. Anyway, as always, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.